everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. I want to put this topic up tonight because lately with a lot of people arguing about who should and should not say, like people that don't compete shouldn't, talk about people that compete. People that compete in powerlifting shouldn't talk about bodybuilders, blah, blah. Here's the deal. The biggest facade or ruse or bullshit that I've ever heard in my life is, well, they put themselves out there, so they should be able to take the criticism or realize the criticism that comes with it, blah, blah, blah. Here's the deal. The people saying that have never been on stage. The people saying that have never competed. The people saying that have never been in a magazine. The people saying that have never been in the position of these people that are being highly criticized. Now, I do agree that when you're a competitive bodybuilder, people are going to have their opinions of your physique, but do you fucking people actually think that a competitive bodybuilder gets on stage so that he can get critiques or be criticized and put down with his physique? Is that what you really think? You really think that's why they fucking get on stage? No. Here's the deal. A competitive bodybuilder will get on stage, and we all know we're not perfect, right? But you get on stage to find out the other guys on stage if you can beat them, okay? And then what happens is, if you don't beat them, you're still not sitting there being like, okay, everybody just give it to me. Some people will walk up to the judges and say, can I have constructive criticism on what I can do to be better? Okay? They're not going out on a stage hoping that everybody on social media, everybody around them fucking dogs them and makes fun of them. They're like, you don't understand. These people, they put something on Instagram or they get on stage and they are proud of what they accomplished. They are proud. And what happens is people want to come along and tear them down because, plain and simple, they're jealous. They're jealous because they don't, maybe they look better, but they don't have the balls to get on stage. They don't have the balls to do it. Because it's usually the people criticizing the people that are doing or the people that don't do. That's how that works. So they're proud of it, and all of a sudden they get torn down like a motherfucker. You think they actually put that up because they were like, I can't wait to hear my flaws. I can't wait to hear someone put me down. I can't wait to hear someone fucking tear me up. That's what you think? And there's a fine line between criticism and bullying like a motherfucker. Now, I'm going to use Louis Marco as an example because I think a lot of people could understand the way I put this. Now, let me start off by saying I like Louis Marco. Like, I'm not friends with him, like we don't hang out, but I've been friendly with him. I've talked to him on social media. I watch his videos, and his videos make me think sometimes, and I am entertained by them. But, some of the things that he says, I think that, especially we'll go with the Phil Heath thing. So Phil is a friend of mine, actually a close personal friend of mine, and Louis I like. So, before anybody gets all upset, I like Louis. I'm not dogging him, I'm not saying anything like that, but here's the deal. When Phil came out on stage, there was some criticism about his stomach being distended. Now, back in the day, okay, and this is where it comes from because everybody that's doing this now used to read the magazines back in the day. Now, here's the deal. Back in the day, you'd pick up a magazine. There was one person writing an article in one magazine about the contest that would say, Phil Heath beat so-and-so. If so-and-so wants to beat Phil Heath, this is what they would have to do. They would actually talk about what the other guys had to do constructively to beat the people that beat them. That was the comparison and stuff, and it was one magazine, and that was it. You never heard about it ever. The next competition, the next people. Nowadays in social media allows a person to single out one person and just fucking fire at them and fire at them and fire at them and go beyond constructive criticism. And it's no longer criticism, it's actually bullying. That's what it becomes. Now, the thing with Phil with his distended abdomen, he had a hernia, etc. He had it fixed. But here's the deal. Louis Marco put the video out about the, he calls it bubble gut bonanza, which fucking makes me laugh my ass off. But here's the deal. If you want to say, hey, you know what, the guts are out of control, da-da-da, Phil Heath's stomach was distended, I don't think that looked good, cool, whatever, that's your opinion. But when you keep firing back and over and putting up picture and doing video after video, and this thing is like 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks long, where you're still saying the same fucking thing where basically the person you're talking about has already seen it and they already get the point. They can hear it once and be like, fuck, okay, I don't agree with him or whatever. Or they can even hear it once and be like, I understand, I need to keep control of my abdomen better, whatever. But when that person keeps getting fired upon over and over and over again, constantly, and the other person's followers go, yeah, and they keep attacking them and attacking them and attacking them, Phil didn't even have a chance to compete again to, undo the fact that he had the hernia to keep his stomach flatter. If he came back to the Olympia the following year and it was like that, then you could talk about it again, but he didn't even get another chance to rectify that. He didn't even get a chance to fucking change that. And people fire at him and fire at him and fire at him. And I have been on that end. I have been on that end where I did something that I was proud of and I went out there and I did well. The only win that I've ever gotten was, and people make fun of me, but I stuck to it. For 22 years, I put my nose down and I busted my ass till I came away with that fucking win. It was an overall Masters win at the Del Marva in 2015 in the physique division. And it took me 22 years to do that. I dropped my body weight down to 173 pounds to do it. I worked on my posing. I took posing classes. I competed 5 times in 5 months that year. I did everything possible. By the time I finally won, I was just proud. I won a regional show. I was proud. That very same night, I heard people saying, well, it took you 22 years to do it, so it doesn't really fucking count. It doesn't count because it took me 22 years. Jerry, you weren't big enough to do the nationals. I wasn't at nationals. I was at another show. Immediately, the criticism came, and it was not constructive criticism, because I literally went up to the judges afterwards and said, look, I'm moving up to the next level, to the national level. What do I need to do to be successful at that level? And they told me, put some more size back on. You took it off for the local level. They need to put it on for the national level. And that was constructive criticism. And I learned that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do, how good you are. You could be perfect, you could not be perfect. People are going to fire at you and fire at you and fire at you. And I'm not sure if it just makes them feel better about themselves. I don't know if it's they really want to see you do better, because I don't believe that at all. I believe that many of these people are jealous and are frustrated and are literally doing nothing except sitting there and doing the whole wolf pack mentality where they gang up on someone and they fuck with them. And that, in my personal opinion, is just not right. If you want to talk and really criticize someone's physique, whether you're qualified or not, I don't really, unless you're an NPC judge or an IFBB judge, you're not really qualified to say why this person lost, because the judges are the ones who are actually qualified. Just because you watch bodybuilding and you like it does not mean you're qualified as a judge, because you actually don't see things that are on that stage. Now, that being said, this year I actually got my judging, so I'm an NPC judge now, and that completely changed my view on a lot of things, because when the people walk on stage, you judge them based on what they look like compared to the other people. You're not judging them as an individual. On Instagram, social media, these people are judging them as an individual, making fun of them and fucking with them for their flaws, which everyone has flaws. Not anybody out there is perfect. But they gang up on them and they fuck with them because of their flaws. When you're on stage, the last thing in your mind is, the people that are going to fucking talk about my flaws, you say, I'm on here because I want to beat the other people that are here. And all of them has flaws, and the one with the least amount of flaws wins that show. Now, do I think that it's going to change in the future? Fuck no, I don't think it's going to change. I think people are going to sit behind the fucking computer and bully people. And the more people that do well and are successful and are proud, people are going to try to bring them down rather than say, good job, you know what, you could have been better, but good job. There's very few good jobs, congratulations, and more, well, you fucking sucked, or you shouldn't have won because of this part, that person should have won. But there's a lot of opinions, and opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. But the bottom line is, guys, this shit about like, well, they're on social media, so they should fucking expect the criticism and be able to handle it. Bullshit. The whole fucking world is on social media. Everybody's on social media. The whole fucking world revolves around cyberspace now. So you're trying to tell me that someone who did something that they're proud of, that they put on their fucking page for their friends, family, and followers, and they have asshole detractors that come on there that they don't know, they never asked for their fucking opinion, and they don't give a fuck about, come on there and tear them out, bully them, and fuck with them. And you think that they should be able to just, no, that's why they make a block button, a delete button, and that's why they fucking have the private buttons too, so you can be private, so nobody can see it but your family and stuff. But the bottom line is, guys, you guys think you take this freedom of speech thing and fucking criticism and all this bullshit, but here's the deal. Not many of you criticizing are actually putting yourselves out there to be criticized. Not many of you making fun of other people are putting yourselves in the predicament to be criticized, because you know what you're doing is wrong to those people, and you don't want to have it done to you, so you fucking avoid it like a little punk bitch. That's my opinion. BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostrength.com, the blog. It's fucking don't criticize people, and they say fucking ask for it, and we are out.